Welcome to the Big Leaf Studio. In last video, I have briefly introduced the 5 common species of skeleton leaf. In this and several subsequent videos, would like to share some experience and knowledge regarding skeleton leaf products. I hope it will be helpful for those who are seeking to learn more about this special crafting material. Today let's first focus on the most popular skeleton leaf, Bodhi leaf. The Bodhi tree got its name from its connection to Buddhism. If interested, you can search for more information about the story of Bodhi tree and Buddhism. Here we only talk about the leaf. Let's do a quick Google search. Here you can see the beautiful Bodhi leaves. Some people call it people leaf. Don't be confused, they're the same thing. You may also hear some people call it banyan leaf. However, when you search banyan leaf, you will get some different results. Let's take the most common name, Bodhi leaf. When you search for Bodhi skeleton leaf, you will see large amount of pictures to show you the beautiful leaves. The Bodhi skeleton leaf is very popular because of its elegant shape, especially the small long tail, which looks very cute. But when you plan to buy Bodhi skeleton leaves, you should keep in mind that each leaf is unique, and some may not be as good as what you see in the pictures. Also, the market does not guarantee that all leaves are in perfect condition. I will discuss quality issues in more detail later in this video. Now I'm going to show you some different Bodhi skeleton leaf types, and some special leaf shapes. This is the typical shape of Bodhi leaves you see online. They're not that long, not that wide, and are basically symmetrical. So, for most people, Bodhi skeleton leaves should look like this. But in fact, not every Bodhi leaf has such an elegant shape. Let's compare some leaf shapes. This is a Bodhi skeleton leaf with a typical shape. Look at these leaves, and try to find out the difference. These leaves are long and narrow with a low aspect ratio. Conversely, these leaves are short and broad, displaying a high aspect ratio. Which type do you like? Leave your comment below. Now let's compare the small tails. Big leaf with short tail, and small leaf with long tail. Let me know which do you prefer. Look at these 3 leaves. The long tail takes up almost half of its total length. Do you like it? Let me show you a few more types to compare with this typical leaf shape. The shapes of these leaves are nearly round. These leaves are oval or egg-shaped. Now you see some triangular leaves. Here are some super narrow leaves. Now you will see some special leaf shapes. Look at this. You may ask, is this really Bodhi leaf? Yes, definitely. I have lots of Bodhi leaves like this to show you here. This is known as misshapen leaf. They are not damaged during skeletonizing process, but naturally formed due to biological or environmental reasons. Interesting, isn't it? Do you think these leaves are beautiful or ugly? But I guess you are unlikely to find and buy such leaves in the market. There is another kind of misshapen leaves that look more elegant than normal leaves. Look at these leaves, they're gourd-shaped Bodhi leaves. I'm not sure if this can be called a misshapen leaf, but it's certainly not very common. Personally, I like this kind of Bodhi leaf. Do you like it? Now, I'm going to talk about quality of Bodhi skeleton leaf. No doubt, when you buy any product, the main concern is the quality. The quality issues you may encounter when buying Bodhi skeleton leaves include cracks, holes, and damage to any part of the leaf. Cracks at the lower end of the midrib are the most common quality problem. In fact, most Bodhi skeleton leaves will have this kind of cracks. Looking at the leaves on the screen, these 3 leaves are of good quality and have no cracks. These leaves only have small cracks, which can basically be ignored. However, larger cracks, as seen on these leaves, are indeed a quality issue, which makes these leaves unusable in most situations. Tail breakage is another common problem with Bodhi leaves. As shown on these leaves, a damaged tail can seriously detract from their appearance. Some Bodhi skeleton leaves have holes on them, whether they are formed naturally or damaged during processing, which is also an important factor in judging their quality. Another common defect on Bodhi skeleton leaves is that the leaf flesh is not cleaned thoroughly. You can see some white or black spots on these leaves, which is the leaf flesh that was not removed during the skeletonizing process. Or necrotic leaf flesh caused by pests, diseases, or natural damage, which is not removable. Flatness can sometimes be an issue if your projects require the leaves to be pressed flat. While most Bodhi skeleton leaves are flat and flexible, there are some leaves grow with natural curve. Compare the flat and curved leaves, you can see the difference. The curved leaves act like a concave or convex surface that is difficult to flatten, even with an iron, and there is more chance to see cracks on these leaves. Although these quality issues are not all avoidable, it does not necessarily mean the leaves with these issues are completely unusable, but depends on the purpose and the way you are going to use them. For example, if you plan to attach a Bodhi skeleton leaf to each of your gift packages or greeting cards sent to friends, you would want every leaf to be in perfect condition. However, if you are decorating a wall or window with hundreds or even thousands of leaves, quality issues are not a problem at all, because nobody look into the details. In this case, you can save a lot of money by lowering your quality standards and asking the seller for bulk order discounts. At last, I would like to talk a little bit about color, I mean natural color here. For dyed colors, I will have more videos to discuss in the future. People often say natural color when selling or buying skeleton leaves. Strictly speaking, these so-called natural colors are not actually natural. In the skeletonizing process, after the leaf flesh is brushed off, the color is pretty dark. The leaves need to be bleached before dry up and packing. Look at these leaves and compare the colors. The first leaf is in a middle shade. These leaves have a darker shade and are more brownish. These leaves are in a lighter shade and closer to white. So when you buy natural colored skeleton leaves, you could get any of these colors, or mixed. Okay, this is all about Bodhi skeleton leaves I wanted to talk today. I will be happy to answer your questions in comment section. Thanks for watching.